Hi everybody. Today I want to go over a little term. It's called backchaining. Backchaining is great for teaching, tricks that have multi-steps or behaviors that have multi-steps, like retrieving. The 3 steps of retrieving would be leaving to get the object, grabbing the object, bringing the object back and handing it to you. Like I said, it's not just great for teaching tricks, it's great for teaching other behaviors that have multiple steps. But I do a lot of trick training with Goose. Goose, come. So that's where I use it a lot, and I'll show you how you do that. Sit. Yes, good. Lainey, leave it. So backchaining is what it is you start with the last behavior and work your way to the front. So that way each behavior is a kind of signal for them to do the next behavior and the next behavior. So let's see. One of Goose's behaviors, heel, is called an orbit. Orbit. Good. So he knows that from the left side. Lenny, sit. But he's having trouble learning it on the right. Okay, ready? Sit. Sit. So on the right, he has to learn to turn his body the opposite direction and go this way. So is how I do this is I put my treat here and I'm doing it literally, I'm doing it backwards. So I'm having him here, I'm having him orbit. As you can tell, we're just learning. We get to see beginning steps with Goose. Orbit. Good. Okay, here. Orbit. Yes, good. I want him here, and I want him to turn his body this way. This is the last piece of it. I'm going to divide this into 3 pieces. This section, and then all the way around. Rather than teaching him to do one full circle, I'm breaking the circle up, and I'm breaking it up backwards, backchaining. So I'm starting here, here. Orbit. Yes, good. That's not even like, it's literally just like a step backwards for him because he's so long. Good. So now we're going to start back. We're going to do the next phase. Lainey, sit. Stay. Okay. So then I'm going to start back here. Over here. Do, do, do. Yes, good boy. Over here. Yes, good boy. And then the last one would be, yes, good boy. So it's breaking those up. Obviously, I should spend more work with each one, and I will. Just for the purpose of the video, though, I wanted to show those to you. So I would spend a lot of time on the first step in backchaining, which is the last step of the thing, which is him just turning his body here, turning his body here. So then he knows when he's here, he has to turn his body this way, turn his body this way. I'm going to give you an example of another trick. This is what I like to call show me your bum. Here, I back up. Come here, Chris. Okay, ready? Turn, bow, focus. Good. Or to you guys, it would be turn, bow, focus. Good. And how I taught that, we're still working on it because I still have my prompts and a lot of my cues that I have to work off. But how I taught that is I taught it with the last step, which is his head looking backwards. Good. His body stays straight and his head looks back. So once I got him his head looking backwards, then I added in the bow, and then he knows he has to look back. Good. Good boy. Bow, bow. Yes, good, good. And then you add in the last part, which is the turn. Turn. Good. So the turn, then he knows, oh, the turn, I have to do the bow, and then I have to turn my head, and then I get the treat. That's what's so great about backchaining, is one behavior leads to another, which leads to another. It's a great way for them to remember the behavior.